All right, this is One Last Midnight back with a little bit more Astroneer news. Now, we're going to talk about the development roadmap. So, like 6 days ago, they came out with a live stream, talked about the development roadmap. I finally sat down and watched the entire thing and took notes, and this is kind of my compilation of all that. But before we do any of that, big news, Astroneer is a winner in two categories, and the Webby Awards. And they've got all with People's Voice Awards, which is awesome. I mean, it's just absolutely staggering. Congratulations, System Era, for doing such a wonderful job on Astroneer, for being such a wonderful company. And I'm so happy for you guys. I would like to pop open some champagne, but I don't have any. I just have a cup of coffee. So cheers to you. Congratulations. On with the news. So during the live stream, they talked about a lot of things. They talked mainly about roadmap, and the link is in the description below. If you guys want to watch the whole thing, it's in the description below. It's about an hour and a half, and there's a lot of banter going on, but there's a lot of great information in there. So they talked about initially the PAX East recruitment bundle, which was a new skin for the suit, and you'll notice that I've been wearing it in the last live streams. Several content creators got it. And then also they had many giveaways during the stream, and a lot of people got the suit, which is very, very cool. So Astroneer has been patched 6 times since launch, and mainly it's been focused on trying to fix performance issues and defects. They haven't really come out with any kind of new content, but that is changing with the next patch. And they're continuing work. They're continuing to keep improving and refining the application. And on top of it, giving out a really nice patch this time around. So this current week is bug fix week. And they're in the process of finalizing and fixing the remainder of the defects of all the work that they put in place, which means that's the end of a development cycle. So, which means that means a patch is coming out soon. And it is, quote, the April patch. So look, it's the last week of April. It has to be this week, you would think. Let's look at some of the roadmap changes. The April update, right? So the April update has a bunch of, performance optimization. So they went through the performance optimization before. The last release was about performance optimization, and they identified some big problems. And you could see the improvement. It was fantastic, especially in multiplayer. It's beautiful. But they went ahead and they optimized all the foliage, the remainder of the power system, a large number of objects in the world. This should be like a major improvement for. I'm hoping that this is like a staggering, just absolutely, I can't believe the game is running this fast kind of improvement. The tether system, part 2, is coming out for revamping the tether system, which again, hopefully will give us a little bit more improvement. They talked about, and what's coming out in April is they talked about new plant features in Calidor, Visania, and Glacio. And so they're not talking about, there were some questions of, how about new planets? How about new solar systems? And they thought, well, maybe what we can do is diversify our pre-existing planet. So if you notice in the cave systems, there's a lot of repetition, or there's some repetition. And so what they've done is they've made sure that those cave systems are now more unique and more diversified. And so we should be seeing some interesting stuff in there. So that's what, new planet features to those 3 planets talks about. Customization preview. And what they're talking about with the customization preview is that you'll finally be able to preview the colors, palettes, and the emotes before you actually launch your game or get into your game, or make the selection. Actually, it doesn't matter if you're in the game or you're at the menu. You'll be able to preview it, take a look at it beforehand. And it also tells you, they were also saying that if you don't have a palette unlocked, there'll be a tooltip that tells you how to unlock that palette, either get this achievement or go here or whatever the case might be. So I thought that was really neat that they're going to add that in there. The biggie is the extra large shredder, and also the extra large platform to hold the shredder. And so what they're talking about with the extra large shredder is you can finally be able to shred I won't say all the objects. I'm sure you can't shred like the down shuttles yet, but they're talking about the large platforms and any platform that you build at your base, and all that debris stuff that you couldn't shred before. You're now going to be able to shred it in the extra large shredder, and I can't wait to try that. That's going to be really, really cool. So they're talking about also there's some changes to balance changes to research costs and research and overall, points per minute that are gained and stuff like that. I think they really need to focus on doing it. And they said in the live stream that that's something that they're going to continue to keep looking at and continue to keep tweaking as new stuff comes out. And hopefully they kind of rebalance it to the point where it's not so easy to gain everything. It's very easy to gain all those bytes to unlock everything. And it'd be nice to slow that down a little bit, or at least have some way to tier that. So hopefully they're going to continue to keep working on that and streamlining that out. That the next big thing that is coming out is the Wanderers update. And they didn't really identify when the Wanderers update was going to come out. They did say that there was going to be some new adventures, and somebody said something about NPCs. And in my Astroneer wish, I said it'd be great to have an NPC. And maybe there's another way to facilitate, staying in the lore of the game, not having Bob's store, but maybe, going up to some sort of something and interacting with it. And so they alluded to that. They did say that there was going to be something like that. They didn't really get specific. So new suits and palettes, and then the exodynamics personal mobility object, aka rollerblades. I did show at the PAX it was going to be some sort of what do you call that, rocket boots or something like that. But I don't know, who knows, but they might have changed that. So, but they also again hinted at more stuff that's in the Wanderers update that is not listed on the developer's roadmap or the development roadmap. So I thought that was kind of interesting. She said, Veronica said that there was going to be some possible leaks. So who knows when and what that is going to happen. What else did they talk about? Vlog 2.0 is coming out. So it's been a year, I think, since Joe has posted something. It's been a long time that the blog has been gone. And that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to get the blog up and running and create the videos and get everything all set up. So, I appreciated them in the past. Hopefully, they should probably hire somebody to just do that as a regular basis. Since Joe is so busy with other communication, it'd be nice to have, a mini Joe, a Joe assistant would be cool to work on that vlog. The update is coming again. It's coming soon. It's going to be this week, I think. It's called the April update, so it's got to be in April, right? I don't know. Maybe it'll be the May update. I have no idea. The next after the Wanderers update, which is going to be the friend-sized update. They changed that name. It was the multiplayer update, but Gina recommended the friend-sized update, and they finally changed it. So it's dedicated servers, cross play between Stream and Xbox via dedicated servers, in-game browsing and favorites, server management and moderation. And they said horns for vehicles. Beep, beep. So vehicles will finally get the heck out of my way. And they said that, how did Joe phrase this? He said that during the development of the dedicated server code, they came across something interesting. And so there's a line item in here that says a very interesting new development. They didn't get specific. They didn't say anything else about that. I mean, he wanted to. You could tell it was like on the tip of his tongue. He's like, no, he didn't say anything about it. So something cool is coming out of this code change that they've made. Hopefully it'll be more client side. Maybe you could host your own server. Oh God, that would be so wonderful. So many different possibilities with this. So I'm hoping that this is something that we can use personally, but we'll have to wait and see on that. The other thing was the creative mode. That TrueFlat 2.0 is going to come in creative mode, and there's a lot of things in creative mode, like the new terrain brushes. I don't know what that means. I hope that they give us a lot of variety with that. I would like to be able to model stuff better. I'd like to have a better modeling tools. And I don't know if that's going to be available in the entire application or if that's just going to be in creative. I hope that they don't limit that to just creative. And usability and accessibility improvements. When they say usability, I don't know if they're talking about the usability issues that I'm talking about, but I think they're talking more along the lines of accessibility stuff. But Joe had said they've been working with some people to make the game a lot more accessible for those that have needs. And I think that's a fantastic idea. Let's just get it out there, man. So it's great that they're going to do that. I hope when he says usability that they're going to address some of the usability issues that I feel are in the game, which are the repetitive clicking, the repetitive cycling through items. There needs to be a better way to select and manage items. I personally think that, but what else did they talk about? Oh, and then the future potential stuff, right? So I have no idea if this stuff is going to be something that they are actually going to add in, or if it's just something that they're throwing up on the bulletin board, and if we can get to it, or when we have time for it, or if it is at all possible, can we do it? So it's going to be very interesting. But that's it. That's it for the news. And once again, congratulations, Systemera, on winning some Webby Awards. That is a fantastic achievement. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the community. We have a great community here. And if you want to follow me on any of my social media, links are in the description below. We'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.